Hello and welcome to the Weekly Fix. I'm your host, Zane. I'm joined with Jacob as always, but today we have a special podcast for you guys. You know, Valentine's Day is coming up, and we are joined with some of the best, absolute best guests that we could have on the podcast. They're near and dear to our hearts, and I hope that you guys enjoy their first appearance on the Weekly Fix. We are joined today with Chelsea, my lovely wife, and Danielle, Jacob's lovely wife. So we're gonna get to know them a little bit, get some questions for them, and then see how well they know us. Chelsea, how are you doing today?
I'm just peachy.
Just peachy, love it. She is a longtime listener, for lifelong fan, required to be. So we're she's thrilled to be here. I can tell. It's
I'm
just
so excited.
radiating.
Yes, beaming with excitement.
Danielle, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to give the fans what they've been asking for, and that is my appearance on this podcast. So I'm excited.
Of all the fan mail we've gotten, the most has been get new host. No, um, but yeah, we're super excited for the guest. Jacob, as always, how's your week been?
Oh, fantastic. Just ready to do this podcast, excited. But you said something that was pretty interesting. You said Chelsea is a lifelong listener of the podcast. I don't think Danielle's listened to a
Yes,
single
I
one
have.
of our. Oh, I think she's lying a little bit. So
There can be no lies in this episode, guys. If you don't know, shots in the dark or wing it. Danielle, you haven't been a lifelong listener.
I have been.
no,
Yes,
she
I
hasn't.
have.
Well, we're actually going to
You
put
can
that
look at
to the
my.
test because
Oh
some
no!
of these questions actually will be have you listened. They'll be required knowledge for you. This should be an easy test if you
Oh,
have listened. If not, maybe not.
Oh,
I don't
she's
remember
she's getting nervous
anything.
already because she knows she hasn't listened.
That's okay. Well, as you guys know, we said Valentine's Day is coming up, so we thought it would be a fun episode to have our wives on and do a little honeymoon question. Like that's the game is like the honeymooners. Like if
The
do you know
newlywed
the
game.
newlywed game,
There
the
you go.
honeymooners,
There you
the
go. There
newlywed.
you
See,
go.
see,
The
my
honeymooners might be a movie.
that might be. Maybe it's on one of these lists.
It might
But
be.
see, that's why I have my better half here, is so that she can always put me straight. Um, but we sent out some questions to you girls earlier, and so that you had some time to prep some of the questions that were about you. Later on, we'll have some questions that did not send them nor give them any hints on, other than the fact that it'd be on theme. So we're gonna jump right into it with some questions. We're gonna start with Danielle. Danielle, what is your favorite nerd franchise that we like?
Mine personally is Marvel.
Okay, Marvel is your favorite. Is there any reasoning behind that?
Uh, I not really. I just enjoy it more than the others. So I personally like Marvel the best.
Okay, awesome. All right, Chelsea, same question to you.
Ditto.
Ditto.
Yeah, Marvel is my favorite, and I just like it better than the other ones.
Okay. Now, Jacob, are you okay with that? I know
Yeah,
Marvel isn't your favorite.
Yeah, as much as I would hope she would have said Star Wars, she just had to break my heart at least one time on the podcast for all the listeners to hear. So naturally, I've tried to get her to be more of a Star Wars fan, but something about Marvel she likes better. She's a huge Scarlet Witch fan. That's like her
Mm.
favorite MCU character. Um, of course, the witch. But other than that,
Whoa,
Whoa!
whoa, okay,
Shots are being
spicy.
fired
Excuse me?
early. Okay.
but we can only do so much in this household. So I can let it slide that it's Marvel and not something else. So
Space wizards, dark magic users, it's all around the same thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
close enough.
for sure. All right, next question.
Wait,
Um,
who's yours?
oh
Please.
well, we don't. That's later.
Oh,
We're not gonna.
well, you asked Jake.
I didn't ask Jake.
Oh, you asked his
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, okay.
Sorry,
Next
I'm so
question.
sorry.
Oh, you're good. All right. Next question. What is the most disliked nerd franchise that we like? Like, so the one that you really just every time something comes on from that, you're like, disengage or don't want to watch? Chelsea, you first.
Well, I had to ask for clarification for this question because, like, whenever I think of nerd franchises, I only think of Marvel, DC, and Star Wars. I don't know, Star Trek.
Oh yeah,
Okay. See, I don't know, but you gave me Transformers, and I don't like big robots, so I
Transformers.
guess that Transformers is my most disliked nerd franchise. But also, Star Trek seems super weird. So,
Okay. Well, and we don't watch a lot of Star Trek in this house. I do like the newer films, but I have never seen any of the older Star Trek ever. So that's good, I
well,
guess.
obviously,
Yeah, obviously.
but
Yeah, you're not just out here like
yeah.
binging old series of Star Trek on your own while I'm at work.
Nope.
Okay.
Thank goodness, because I hate to break it to all the Star Trek fans out there. Star Trek sucks. So
Ouch.
Okay, well, we see Jake's favorite, just least favorite.
I told you, I'm ready for the podcast. Like, I've been, thinking about it all day, bringing the energy.
That's right. He's excited for this one, as he always is. All right. So, Chelsea, Transformers is your least favorite
I suppose.
that we're saying as of now until new information
Just
is
because
acquired.
of the big robot.
Big robots, scary, don't like them, not at all. Danielle, same question to you. Most disliked nerd franchise that Jacob enjoys.
This was hard because I said initially Pokemon because
Okay.
I loathe that with like everything in me.
Okay, passionate.
I don't know what it is.
But to be fair, I have never watched it. I just collect the cards. So she hates when I buy cards for Pokemon for whatever reason. She is not a fan of it.
I'm a kind of team Danielle here. It's something I've never
Thank you.
watched. I don't collect the cards. But I know Power World is coming out right now. It's a big thing in the gaming world. Little Pokemon knockoff. But okay, that's a great answer. I'm team Danielle on this one. Oh yeah, for
Okay.
sure. Jacob, do you feel okay about that one as well?
Oh, I'm not surprised at all. She literally has loathed it every time I've ever bought a pack of cards. I'm like so excited. I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to get home and open this up. Maybe I'll pull something cool. She's just like in the passenger seat on the way home, like rolling her eyes while I talk about which Pokemon I hope to get. So
Rainbow Charizard, come on.
yeah. Oh, I wish I was so lucky.
I don't get the hype. I just don't. And I've tried. I've tried to understand it. The characters sometimes are cute, but I don't even understand I don't get it.
She doesn't understand it due from an unwillingness to learn about it.
Not really. I've tried to learn.
I find that a lot is that with disinterest, learning is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
yeah, like sometimes we'll sit down to like do a board game, and when somebody doesn't want to do a board game, it's really just too complicated to understand. And it's never really too complicated. It's just like they just have no interest in learning. So that's probably how you feel.
That's a great example because when you do try to play a board game with, even if they do like board games, but they're just not in the mood to play, they literally like people just crack jokes the whole time, or like they're literally not paying any attention. That's Danielle with Pokemon.
I have pulled some of the best Pokemon cards that
she has.
Some of our family has gotten. So
yeah, he does have
maybe
opening packs.
Yeah.
But not as good luck pulling chases.
Oh, dude.
No.
I don't even have good luck.
I do better than Jacob in that, though.
Hey, he did pretty good on his last one. 1 out of 6, nailed it.
Yeah, but to be honest, I probably have, since that one, I've probably opened 50 sodas and not pulled a chase.
Ouch.
Yeah, so you guys only see the people that watch the Funko channel and stuff like that, they only see the highlights. They don't see the heartbreak and the crying that happens behind the scenes when I've bought, 13 of a soda and didn't pull a chase. They don't see that part.
Oh my.
So
we really need a short of that, Jacob. You need to just have 17 open sodas like around you, like curled up in the corner crying, and Danielle just comes in and records like the aftermath.
She's not supportive about it. She's usually like, told you shouldn't have bought that many. So
I have not literally ever said that.
The truth comes out. She's thinking it, but she doesn't say it.
Oh, those words start flying. Listen, don't let her
What
try to
words?
convince you. that-
Stop wasting all that money.
Yep.
I did. I mean, I have given my honest opinion about what are they called? The NFTs.
Oh,
Oh,
I
yeah,
hate
same.
she's on
those
your
too.
side with this, Zane.
Same. Man, I hate those
It's
NFTs.
because
What a scam.
we are common sense people.
That's right.
Oh,
We can
hey.
screen grab that image and have the same amount of
No,
quality.
no,
Like,
no. That's not how it works.
it is. I mean,
We're gonna, this is a good topic for our future podcast. We're gonna discuss NFTs
Hey.
and why
I
they're
can send you.
not just
I can.
JPEGs. All
I
right.
can, dude. I can send you a video that'll. It's an hour and 40-minute listen. It was worth every minute of it. They're a scam. Anyway, next question. All right.
I will say, here's a plug to Jacob's YouTube video of us opening up his NFTs. If you watch just my face
Oh,
and how
it's
annoyed I
in and of
was
itself.
watching
Yeah.
him open those up and the possibility of it being so bad. But anyways, yeah, we can stop talking about those.
And you even had a pretty decent pull.
Yeah, we actually did.
Oh no, we did amazing. We did absolutely amazing. So I actually will be getting those Funko Pops in the mail in March. So
That's
I'm
right.
very excited for that.
The Funko Pops have quality. The NFT does not. All right.
Yes.
Next
I'll agree with
question.
that.
Okay. We rest. The jury rest. Or the fence rest. All right. And then that's
You
still
don't
that's
watch
still
true
wrong.
crime enough.
No, that's your alley. Danielle, questions to you. What is your favorite Marvel movie?
This is hard for me,
There
but
is
I
a
think
bunch
it
of them.
is. Yeah, there are a lot. Oh, mine is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Now, follow-up question to that. Have you seen every Marvel film?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, we started that journey. We made it, through the first Iron Man and then halfway through Hulk, and that's kind of where it stopped. So
And then I'm also going to be honest with you. The way my brain works, that's one of the most recent ones I've watched. And so that might also be like
recency bias.
Yeah.
That's a real thing.
But she does really like Baby Rocket. When she was reading through those questions, she said that was her first thing that came to her mind. She was like, "I really like Baby Rocket."
Baby Rocket is amazing. That film is top 5 for me.
I also do love Iron Man, like the first one.
The first Iron Man.
The
Yeah.
OG.
Classic of all time.
Right. So
Okay. Solid picks. I can't even argue with that. Now, if you would have said something like The Incredible Hulk, the one you made it halfway through, I think we could have had a discussion. With that being your
Dude,
favorite nerd franchise, that we
I'm gonna
like.
be 100% honest. When we started watching that movie, I have never had such a hard time keeping Danielle interested in what was happening.
She's like
She
in the
was
kitchen feeding her
not
sourdough.
interested
I
in
don't
the Hulk
even
movie.
remember what happened.
Yeah, she was just like, "This ain't it."
That's because you didn't finish it, right?
Oh, if we would have gotten to the end and she started getting halfway interested, I'd have had to pause and explain the whole rest of the movie because she was not interested in the Hulk movie.
Oh my, that's awesome.
Sorry.
Oh, you don't have to apologize. This interest is not something that you need to apologize for. It's okay.
Oh, and especially about the Incredible Hulk movie because that movie, it's not good. But
All right, Chelsea. The question now lands on you. What is your favorite Marvel film?
My favorite Marvel is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
got some Guardians fans in here.
That's she. I'm not leading her to speak more, but because I'm looking at her, she's like, I think I need to say more here. There's no pressure. There's no reason to be nervous, but that's actually
I really
quite
do
the
have a
hot
feeling
take.
this is going to be the podcast that just takes off and millions of people hear. So trust me,
That
no
makes me
pressure.
feel so much better, Jake.
I figured it would.
Oh, okay. So my favorite Marvel movie is Guardians Volume 2 because it is the one that makes me laugh the most. And they're just my favorite group. and I love Mantis. So much so that our little pupper's name is Mantis. And yeah, it just makes me laugh and smile every time I watch it, which has been a lot of times.
Yeah, that is the Marvel movie we've watched the most by far.
Yeah.
Which is funny because in the Marvel community, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is actually like not liked,
Well,
like
people
mainly.
are dumb.
People are dumb, and what's funny is
True that.
when Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 was coming out, they actually a lot of people went back and rewatched it and they were like, "Why did I let the internet make me think this was a bad film?
Mhm.
Like this is amazing." And there was a lot of switch on the Guardians of the Volume 2 um, thought process.
Yeah.
So
So it's just
Oh,
it's funny because like in our ranking system, whenever we watched all of them and then ranked them as we watched, Endgame is my number one movie, which is obviously phenomenal. But I just think that I would rather watch Guardians 2 just because it's a little less heavy
and shorter.
and shorter. But I don't care.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a much more lighthearted movie.
I would say Volume 3 is not.
No.
No, it
Volume
is not. It's a phenomenal movie too, and I really, really did love it. I like the comedy factor of Volume 2, even though they did
Yeah.
somehow manage to still make me laugh in the third one, like
A
at
lot.
times.
Yes.
It was
Oh,
just, yeah, it was just,
I thought there was some
Stop.
there's some funny moments in Volume 3, but that's what makes it so good. Is like you'll laugh for a couple seconds and then you'll start crying.
yes, yeah.
multiple
think
times
I
of
was crying into my.
emotion switch.
I think honestly, that was the first movie I ever cried in the movie theaters
Yeah.
over.
I was crying
Ooh.
into my popcorn bucket for sure.
Oh, good. That's great to know. That's why I was getting those soggy pieces of
Man,
popcorn out of there
super
a few minutes
salty,
later.
wet popcorn.
Yeah,
Man, they
she's
put a
like
lot of
blowing her
extra
nose into the
salt and
bucket.
butter in this one.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to add some seasoning.
Yeah.
Jacob, you didn't cry in Endgame?
No, I did not.
Zane
Wow.
cried in Endgame.
Twice.
No, I almost did, but it didn't. I didn't. The tears didn't officially shed. They swelled up, but they went right back down.
They did not fall down.
Was it
They did not fall
Endgame that
down. They were not like Humpty Dumpty.
Was it Endgame that you almost had to throw punches before?
No, that was
Infinity
Infinity
War.
War.
Okay.
Yeah, in Infinity War, when we went to the Thursday night screening of Infinity War, the theater was completely packed. There wasn't an empty seat in there, and we had the best seat, like middle of the theater, vertically and horizontally. Like the sound technician sat in our seats. Like we bought them months in advance, and we're sitting there with our friends, and this like pretty
Waiting for the movie.
waiting for the movie to start. The previews hadn't even started yet. And this like pretty big dude like comes in with his girl and he's like, "You're in our seats." And I'm like, no, we're not. He was like, "Look, these are my seats," and like showed us his ticket, and I was like, "Well, here's my ticket." And he was like, "Dude, those are our seats." And I was like, we were like both standing up at this point, and I look at his phone and I'm like, "Dude, these are for next Thursday, you idiot. Like, get out of here." And he was like, "Oh," and like
He was
walked,
so
stormed
mad.
off. He was so mad.
Dude,
That's
but
really
but not only did he not have obviously the seats he thought he had, but imagine having to wait a week.
Oh
You
yeah.
go from so excited you've been waiting for this movie, and then you got to wait another week.
And he was
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, and you're wrong. So
In front of his
his whole
girl.
world just came crashing down.
Yeah, it was a bad night for him. But man, we had a great night. That was
Yeah,
amazing.
it's a really, really good movie,
Yeah.
obviously.
And great theater experience.
I'm really hoping that when we go to see Dune 2, that it is, I know it's not going to be that hype level. I don't feel like, because that was like the height of Marvel. But I do hope that our theater is pretty packed, which I'm assuming it will be. But I really hope to, because I haven't had that experience at the movies probably since the Spider-Man movie, where everyone is so excited and all that stuff.
Almost 3 years ago.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I think Wakanda Forever was a pretty good experience for us. But nothing like that. So
I think
that is one of my favorite Marvel movies.
Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, I love it.
It's really good.
I think
she just likes the Rihanna songs in it.
No.
experiences that we've had at the movie that I remember is during Infinity War, whenever it the camera goes on to Tom Holland's arm and his hairs all stand up and like you automatically know who it was. Everyone freaked out then.
Yeah,
That one
everyone's
was
That,
like,
cool.
yeah, those
Just
movies have
like his
such
arm,
good.
you just knew it was him.
and when
Everyone
Cap
Or
spazzed.
when Cap caught
yeah,
the
in
spear,
Oh
Endgame.
yeah,
Oh man, my theater went nuts
that's
when that
true. That one
happened.
was good too.
but now this one's going to be a little tougher for both of you probably. Maybe not Danielle. For Chelsea, she's only seen 1 through 6, um, as any true uh, loyalist would. But what is your
She
favorite
is
Star
she
Wars
is
film?
lucky.
Is it me or Danielle?
Chelsea, yeah, you first.
Okay. So I would just like to preface this with I watched these movies. I was freshly postpartum with my first baby. So, sleep deprived, you know, not in the best mental capacity as I have ever been. And so therefore I remember these movies worse than I remember other movies, which is already really bad. Like I have a bad baseline. This is like
Mm.
worse memory than my norm. So, with that being said, according to Zane, I liked the third one the most. But
Mm.
I literally had to ask him last night, "Oh, well, what happened in that one?" So, for what it's worth, I guess my favorite one is the third
While
You
watching, she did say that was her favorite. I remember the conversation and the movie that transpired after, so I just act as a
I
movie refresher for
literally
Chelsea.
remember
I
zero
get that.
about the movies. Like, I have no idea what happens in any
Zane, you're gonna have to start like recording right when a movie ends and
of
like get her like reaction right after the movie so you can like archive it so like when she needs to think about a movie she can be like hold on
them.
1 second and she just scrolls through her phone to find that clip.
Well, we actually did that with we recently just watched through all the Marvel films, and like we did that right after. Okay, where does this land? And the problem with that is like recency bias is very
Yeah,
strong if you
Uh-huh.
don't remember the last movie. Like, so like that's really tough for her. She's like, man, this one was awesome. And then like she's looking back at me like, wait, why did I rank Iron Man 2 that high? And it's like she's like, I'm
Yeah,
changing
I
my
get
list.
that.
you're like I
Yeah.
really liked it at the time.
Yeah, it was great, but also whenever I think back on it, like, oh no, it wasn't all that great.
All right.
Yeah,
Danielle, what is your favorite Pokemon episode? Nah, I'm just kidding.
Pokemon.
Just kidding, just kidding. Favorite Star Wars movie?
Mine mine is episode 2
Okay.
and then and also Jacob doesn't know this. He kind of knows this, but not really. I love the Solo movie.
Oh.
But that's not an original like
Oh,
what was
that
coming,
counts.
no, it counts.
That's
It
a
counts.
full
It's
count.
a Star Wars movie.
Yeah. So
That
like I
solo
don't know, I
movie,
really
eh?
like that movie.
That's awesome. If you're not gonna go 1 through 9, I can see like Rogue One. I don't, man, that is awesome that you like that's even in the conversation for you. Why is episode 2 in like why does that one stand above some of the others for you?
I've watched that one probably the most at my house with my nerd brother who prepared me for my nerd husband.
Yes.
Um, and I don't know, I just love when they like watching their little
She
love
loves the
unfold.
love story of Anakin.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Sand.
yeah, she loves sand.
Love sand.
Um,
That's awesome. That's
I
really
don't
cool to
have
get
like
some unique picks though. From someone who's like not in the community, obviously, but has been around it her entire life. Her brother is Danielle's my cousin. If you haven't picked up on the relationships here, but Danielle's my cousin, and her brother is the one that in previous podcast is usually the cousin I'm getting into the most gaming and Star Wars with. So that is who she's referencing for all listeners who
right.
aren't familiar.
Yeah.
Little
Oh
side
man.
note. I'll put it in the cliff notes. all the
Yeah.
relationship ties. We'll see the family tree. No.
We need to put the family tree in the
In
the description.
Yeah, we'll put it in the this week's bag. We'll have
Yep.
the weekly fix title card will be just the family tree. But okay, now some questions that you actually may enjoy more so than those. A little bit different off our beaten path. What we normally talk about. But Danielle, do you have a favorite rom-com?
This is also kind of hard for me because I had to like look up rom-coms to remind like what is rom-com and then what is a chick flick.
What's the
What would
difference? Yeah.
technically be
Do you want me
Yeah,
to
what
go
is the
through it real quick?
difference?
So a
Yes.
rom-com is predominantly a comedy that is shaped around romance, and a chick flick is generally just a romantic story. Now it can have comedy elements, but a chick flick is more along aimed toward a female audience, but not necessary. It's more all encompassing, and rom-com is very specific. So like The Notebook would not be a rom-com, but it would be a chick flick. Does that
Gotcha.
help?
That's what I thought. Mine personally is Clueless.
Clueless. Is that with Amanda Bynes?
Yes. No.
Come on, Zane. You don't know your rom-com cast, dude? Come on.
I
I'm
feel like
disappointed.
It was
that had like wasn't she like super rich and like was able to like
yes.
design her own clothes?
Paul Rudd is in that movie.
Paul Rudd.
So Ant-Man.
That's
I
amazing.
don't
That's his origin story.
I have to say that's my favorite because I watched it so much when I was in high school. I don't know why, but I like loved it. So
Yeah,
I feel like I know that movie better than any other rom-com.
that's awesome. That's an old one. That's an old one. That
Yeah.
was made before you were born.
Yes.
That's
I
awesome.
think it was made the year you were born.
It was. It was 1995. Crazy. I don't even think I've seen this except on TV, like in passing. I don't think I've seen
Like it is cringe, but like I don't know, I admire you can if it's just blatantly cringy, I can get on board with it.
Oh, cringe intended to be cringe is actually quite good.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a really good
So
way to
that's
put
why I love it.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Um, yeah, maybe that's a Valentine's Day watch.
Yeah, you
know.
should.
Maybe.
Yeah. For
I'll
all
make
you out
Jacob watch
there,
it with me
Oh,
too.
Zane,
there
why
you
did you
go.
say that?
Hey, it's worthy. You know, it's worthy to sit down with all that we make them watch. Definitely, sitting down and watching a rom com or a chick flick is definitely.
That's right.
You
But
gotta quit giving her ammunition.
But more like my preference is to have him sit down and watch like a murder mystery or like some
Gordon
Gordon
Ramsay.
Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay.
So like I would much rather sit down and watch a chick flick than any murder mystery ever. I actually like those are kind of like guilty pleasure films. I've watched so many of them.
I could just
But
see Zane now, just
like I'm in my
sitting there
room watching
his
The
little-
Proposal, you know? Like
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good
But
one.
have you watched a lot of Gordon Ramsay?
I have not. No, I watched Chopped a ton.
You-
I love Chopped.
No. You need to watch Gordon Ramsay.
Okay. I watch his reels every once in a while. This is
Well, it's-
garbage. He throws this out
Well,
the room.
she
Yes.
actually started watching something today, and he was in like the Smoky Mountains, which is, if you guys didn't know, is close to like relatively close to us. And it was so interesting watching someone like him go do stuff like, dude, he was like hiking around in these mountains and stuff. I was
It
like,
looks like our backyard.
yeah, dude, it was so funny to see someone like that doing that stuff.
That's awesome. Like it's actually like not like super incredible or anything, but like they dramatize everything.
Oh, dude, like
It
he was
looked-
getting crawfish, and they were using like Cheeto buckets and Gatorade bottles to catch them, and they were making that seem like it was like they were like they know how to use everything in the wilderness to survive.
Dude, that was a Thursday. They're like down in the holler. That's awesome. Oh man. Good old West Virginia. Okay, back on topic. Chelsea, favorite rom-com.
I have 2 answers for this.
2 answers.
So
Love
my
it.
favorite rom-com that's just like standalone movie is Crazy Stupid Love. I
Good one.
adore that movie. And then I also adore the Meet the Fockers series.
Mm.
So I had to give that one like an honorable mention because they're all really good. So I just had to mention that one too because I laugh till I cry whenever I watch that movie or those movies.
And that's actually pretty funny because Meet the Fockers I don't know would qualify as a complete rom com because it focuses more on the uh like boyfriend to father in law like dynamic. Like that's the main driving factor of that movie. So that's interesting that you view it as rom com.
Is Crazy Stupid Love the one that has Steve Carell in it?
Yes.
Yes, and Ryan Gosling, and it
Yeah,
is
I've
absolutely
only thing I've
incredible.
the only thing I've ever seen from that movie is the very end, like that ending clip. I see like that as a short all the time, and that actually makes me laugh.
Oh, it's have you so you haven't seen it?
I've never seen it. No.
That needs to be a Valentine's Day
Mhm.
watch.
Have you
Like
seen it?
It's so good.
oh, I've seen it like 17 times.
Yeah,
think
I have
you've
seen it
Oh.
as well.
Obviously,
No, it's
you've
asking
seen
me.
it.
He was asking me clearly. Oh, sorry.
Not everything is about you, Zane.
I'm not used to Jacob having other people to ask questions, okay?
Yeah, it's okay, Zane. Don't feel bad. I'll make sure to have some special questions to ask you next week when it's just me and you again.
Oh, thanks. I was feeling left out there for a second.
I thought so. It's okay.
All right. And then our last prepared question of the evening is what is your favorite chick flick? So we already discussed the differences between rom coms and chick flicks. Maybe I did a poor job of that, but we're gonna go with it anyway.
Obviously, I was wrong. So
No, I wasn't saying it. I didn't say it wasn't. I said, Anyway, Chelsea, what is your favorite chick flick?
my favorite chick flick is About Time. It is my favorite, like far and beyond what number 2 would be, which I don't even know what number 2 would be, but it's really, really good.
Yeah, Jacob, have you seen About Time?
No, but I'll let Danielle go ahead.
That is also my number one.
We have the same favorite.
Yes, I literally want to cry just thinking about that movie.
Yes.
I love it so much.
It's so good. So good.
Yeah, About
Which I'm also
Time.
a huge Rachel McAdams fan.
Same. Yes.
Yeah, that's definitely Chelsea's girl crush is Rachel McAdams. She's
Mine as well.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. She is like the chosen lead of all rom com and romantic films. Just like
Right.
she's been destined to be. She's in all of them. But
Mhm.
About Time is absolutely incredible. If you haven't seen About Time, Jacob, I know you haven't. It's
I don't-
about a
I haven't seen it, but you guys talk about Rachel McAdams. She is almost as good as some of those Hallmark actors. Let me tell you.
Shut up.
Oh, wow.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
not even.
Those are fighting words.
That's hilarious because like we were just having a discussion at work about what what qualifies. The conversation started with somebody said The Rock was a great actor, and I just
What?
disagree. And then expanded.
He has been like the 7-time WWE heavyweight champion of the world.
That's right. Yeah, sure. Yeah, he's good at acting wrestling.
He is. That's about. I think outside of the ring, though, I think that's the extent of his acting.
I mean, he's fine. I wasn't even arguing that he was bad. I was just saying he's not great.
So,
and then
though, did you get to Rachel McAdams?
We did. We got to Rachel McAdams, and like it was pretty like universally accepted that she's a legendary actress.
Oh,
like
So
she's up there
when
with
I
like
watched The
Tom
Notebook-
Hanks.
Man.
Time out.
That's pretty
You did
intense.
not just say she is up there with Tom Hanks.
I did.
Oh.
And I'll stand by that.
We're gonna have that's a great topic for our next
Next week's
podcast.
episode is just gonna be Jake and Zane.
Have you seen
discussing
Eurovision?
things.
I mean, her range is incredible.
Eurovision? Is that a Hallmark movie?
No, it's a Netflix movie with Will
Okay,
Ferrell.
well, about the same thing then.
Man, so good.
I became obsessed with her in high school because I was obsessed with The Notebook. Like it was an unhealthy, which is it's
Obsession.
actually kind of embarrassing.
Yes.
I made like a whole Pinterest board for The Notebook.
It's okay,
And
you like cheaters.
I
It's fine.
also
Oh my goodness. Zane
Listen,
despises the
that's
Notebook.
what I'm saying.
He hates it.
I was no. I
Wait,
was
so Zane, you
obsessed
hate
with
The Notebook?
I was obsessed with
Zane
Nicholas
hates-
Sparks. I was obsessed with
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling.
Yes.
So
Danielle
it
and
just
I are very
carried
much on
on.
the same page with all of this chick flick
Oh, that's fine.
discussion.
I think it's great. I'm on board.
Yeah, Zane just
Other than The
detests
Notebook.
The Notebook. He hates that movie with a burning passion.
I just love the fact that it's
No,
glorifying.
you don't love anything about it.
No, that it's just like accepted that she's
The
just
truth
this
comes out.
terrible person that cheats on the good person, and like it's accepted that that's a good thing.
It wasn't good. It wasn't.
Wait, does she cheat on him?
Yeah, she cheats on
So
him.
it literally
She
is like
cheats on her
every other
fiance.
Hallmark movie.
No.
See what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think there's cheating.
Well, that
in
doesn't make
We
her a
Hallmark.
better
bad
move on to the
actress.
next question, or else I'm not gonna like Jake anymore after this.
All right, Jacob. Let's dial it back. We gotta stay
Well-
friends. Go ahead, Danielle.
Anyways, I was gonna
Okay.
get back to just About Time is amazing. I just love it. I also love any movie that's set in England, and
Hmm.
I don't know. It's so good.
Yeah. If anyone out there has not watched About Time, it is absolutely incredible. The heart of the story is one of the best messages that anyone can hear, and it's not like to a certain group. It's to kind of just all people. Just how good of a story it is and a message it is. And it also has time travel, which is my favorite, like movie device. I just think time travel is fascinating. So there you go. Well, that brings us to the end of our prepared question. And kind of from here on out, it'll go a little faster, given there's not any extra, complete and total disagreements. But this is the questions that we have for Danielle and Chelsea that will be how well do you know us? Our listeners probably know all of these questions, potentially. But we're gonna run through them. Danielle, you're up to bat first. What is now? I mean, we got some low balls to start, but they do get a little bit more challenging. What is Jacob's favorite franchise?
Favorite. I didn't hear that last part.
Favorite franchise, movie franchise.
Star Wars.
Jacob.
yeah,
He's
Okay.
wearing a shirt right now.
yeah. Literally, I have a Star Wars shirt on right now. But obviously, you guys know how much I love Star Wars. I think it is the best movies ever. Even though it's not my favorite movie of all time, as far as like a franchise of movies go, they are my favorite. So
Yeah, that was pretty low hanging fruit. Also, Chelsea, same question to you. What is my favorite franchise?
Your favorite franchise is Marvel. He's currently wearing a shirt that says Stark Industries. So kind of the same situation.
We really wanted you to get a few right here. Like,
yeah, so
I appreciate
we did
the
this on
help.
purpose.
now, it immediately gets tougher.
Oh, good.
With the next question, which is Chelsea. What's my favorite Marvel movie?
Your favorite Marvel movie?
My favorite Marvel movie.
Endgame.
Endgame. Jacob, do you think that's right?
Honestly, honestly, I feel like I don't even know the answer to that question because I feel like there's a few movies I could say might be your number one, but
Well,
I don't think that. I'm
I
gonna
mean,
say
it's number one on your list.
Not.
Oh, it's not. Is Guardians
yeah.
3?
Nope.
No, I think I know what it is.
It is Infinity War.
Yep. Yep.
Oh. Oh, that's right. I knew that.
Well,
That's annoying.
it's okay. I mean, it's 1 and 2, right? Endgame is second. Infinity War just seems more rewatchable
Mm.
from just better paced.
You just like
Even
to
though
be devastated at the end of it every time you watch.
Just so unique, so amazing.
Oh, that's what makes it so good.
Yeah. I'll never, and also honestly, theater experience plays into this so much because every time I watch it, I'm taken back to that opening night theater experience. And we had an opening night with Endgame, but it wasn't even close to as good. You
Which
know,
one
I
did we
was the
have to
loudest one.
drive all the way across
That
the
was
city?
Endgame. We
We
went to the wrong theater.
Oh man.
Man,
So that was the fun
That was our
time.
second viewing.
Oh.
So-
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's right. Yeah. So it was last time. But moving forward, Danielle, what is Jacob's favorite Marvel movie?
I want to say this because of sentimental value. Because our first movie that we ever watched together was Spider-Man. Is it No Way Home? Is that what?
Yeah, that's the one we saw.
But I don't know. I want to say that because it's like sweet, but I think it might be Infinity War as well.
So are you picking which one? You got to pick one of the two.
I'll do Infinity War.
Yeah, that's my favorite Marvel movie.
Okay. There we go. All right.
Because I think Thanos is a spectacular character, and I love that he wins. I think it's cool. So
There we go. Jacob loves cynicalness. And we've heard about it. Like he agrees with most of if he could kill half the people on this planet, he would. That's what Jacob said on a previous podcast. He's like, I love Thanos. I agree with everything he said. I get behind him, you know. I'm cheering for him.
Horrible.
Like, die, Avengers, die.
I would be a part of the squad.
Oh, goodness. Okay. All right.
I'm
Well,
actually proud of myself.
Danielle, congratulations. You are now up 2-1.
Let's go.
With the third question.
This one's not gonna be.
What
good.
is Jacob's favorite Star Wars movie?
I do also know this one for sure because he's annoying about it.
It's episode 9, right?
Yes, no. Episode 3.
Episode 3.
Wow, we have the same one.
Yeah, I mean, I probably walk around the house quoting the Obi-Wan versus Anakin fight scene probably 3 or 4 times a week. So
You're just jumping up on the couch and being like, I have the high ground.
I get my lightsaber out.
That's right. That's the only way to do it.
He has done that way too many times, actually. I'll be trying to go to sleep, and Jacob will come in with his lightsaber from Disney World.
You guys thought I was kidding. I was being dead serious.
Yeah.
Oh, no. You are the chosen one. You were supposed to destroy the Sith,
He'll
not
have
join them.
all the lights off, and then he'll turn on the lightsaber so the glow of the red or the blue lightsabers on his face.
More
Oh
intense.
my gosh.
Oh, it's incredible.
Well, and the best part about it is like when I move the lightsaber, it makes its own noises, but I still make the noises with my mouth too. So
And that is one of the things that gives me the ick.
Oh gosh. Just like Ewan McGregor. You know, they he got in trouble because he kept making lightsabers sounds.
I know, dude. I was like, I would be we are the same.
Yeah, no. Me and Charlie love lightsaber battles.
Mm-hmm. She usually wins.
She does. She's
probably way cuter coming from Charlie than it is from Jacob.
Her force works incredibly better than mine. Mine never seems to knock her down, but hers just sends me flying.
It flattens you every time.
Every time.
And then she comes up to him with her lightsaber, stabs him in the chest, and says, "It's over."
As she should.
That's incredible. All right, Chelsea.
Oh my gosh.
What's my favorite Star Wars movie?
I mean, you know what? I'm just gonna be I don't know what word to use, but just say we're like-minded and say yours is also.
That is correct.
Oh, yes.
So I'm actually the odd one out.
You are the odd one out. And for
one.
most people, I mean, Empire Strikes Back is Empire Strikes Back is probably still holds the top spot for most people's favorite. With the third one right behind. It is.
I don't know, dude. I would be interested to see a poll today because a lot of our age group is probably the majority of Star Wars fans now.
Correct.
I feel like 3 might be regarded as the best one nowadays. But
well, it is the best one. So.
Oh well, yeah. You know.
Yeah, and we are doing this questions draft style just so that they can't piggyback on each other. So trying not to give anyone a specific advantage here. With the tally now, Chelsea, you have 2 right. Danielle, you have 3. So, next question. Chelsea, what's my favorite Marvel character?
Iron Man.
That is correct. We had a whole podcast on it.
Yeah.
So, Danielle, pressure's on. Jacob has let everyone know what his favorite is. But Iron Man is correct. He is just the best. Danielle, do you know Jacob's favorite Marvel character?
Doc Ock. I'm just kidding.
I'm surprised she honestly knew who that was.
No, I know he's
sitting on your computer, isn't he?
He freaks me out.
Yeah, I don't know why Doc Ock freaks her out.
I hate him. Like seeing his little the pop figures at stores. Literally, I will turn them face around. I hate him.
That's awesome.
Anyways, back to the question. It is Spider-Man.
That is correct.
Yeah.
That is correct. Spider-Man.
I just
all-time
looked over
classic.
and saw the statue of him on his desk. So
Fighting Venom.
Yep, that would be the one.
All right. A little bit tougher for both of you. What is Jacob's favorite Star Wars character?
wait,
Is it Danielle?
for me?
Yeah. Jacob's
Yeah.
favorite. Yeah.
Considering he spent a lot of money, this is what I'm going.
Man, she's throwing me under the bus here, guys.
He spent a lot of money on a pop figure when we were newly married. I'm gonna go with Captain Rex, but I don't know for sure. But I'm gonna say it because the money thing.
Wow. That is an amazing guess, though, I will say. Not just, but according to previous podcasts, I don't know. Is that correct, Jacob?
Oh, I would be. Did I say something else?
You
So that
did.
is?
I did. I know who my second. I know who it would have been if I said in the podcast.
Or I would
Is
say
that is
I
that
don't know.
right? Is that correct?
I would say that's correct, but
Okay.
I'm interested. Did I say Obi-Wan?
Well, when we did phrase it different. We did say favorite Jedi, so maybe this is
Okay.
your favorite character.
Yeah, no, Captain Rex is my favorite character in Star
Wow,
Wars.
incredible, man! Pop figures coming through for Danielle. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
literally.
I don't have any Star
I
Wars
got a
pops.
history.
Oh, I do have one.
Yeah.
I do have one.
Yeah, if you're talking Jedi, it's Obi-Wan. But if we're talking about favorite character, I like Captain Rex even more than Obi-Wan.
Okay. Bet. That's awesome. All right, Chelsea. It's on you.
Know.
And two of them have now been mentioned.
I have no idea who Captain Rex is. No, not even.
I wouldn't either.
Well, he's mainly an animated character.
I mean, I don't know. Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker. Is that your final answer?
I guess.
Okay, that is wrong.
I figured. I should have said Jar Jar because you always talk about him.
Misa don't know.
Ooh.
He talks like him all the time.
Oh man,
I
that
don't
was
know if
great.
all
That
the
was a
time
good
is correct.
impersonation.
Okay, you talk like him occasionally.
My voice
Is that your ick, Chelsea?
No, it's actually pretty funny.
Misa don't have a clue.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Okay, it's
Oh,
a newfound
man.
ick for Danielle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Danielle's got a Zane ick now.
Well, that's fine.
All
All
right,
right.
Zane, who is it? Who is your number
Oh,
one?
it's Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi's my
that's- yeah.
favorite. It's in the podcast.
I'm
Man,
Well,
see, these
lifelong
fake
listener,
these
man,
fake
did I
fake
lie?
fans,
just
Zane.
honest with you. Whenever Star Wars comes up, I usually tune out.
Well, that's okay. It's all right.
Because I'm just like,
I
I
feel
don't
like-
know. I don't know anything they're talking about.
I feel like growing up, Zane, when you and Austin were playing together, did you not always want to be Obi-Wan?
Oh, for sure. Because Austin was always the main character in anything we did. So he was always Anakin. So I always defaulted to Obi-Wan. For sure.
I mean, you were the best Jedi, so I would have been fine defaulting to that.
Oh yeah, I didn't have an issue with it.
It's so funny though. We used to do this thing at school. We would buy Gatorades, and whichever color Gatorade you got was what lightsaber you used. And so I would always try to convince my friends to not pick blue, get the blue Gatorade because I wanted to be Obi-Wan Kenobi. So I'd be like, Man, you know how much you love the orange flavor. Like you gotta be Plo Koon or something.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That's weird.
That's awesome. Orange. Man. Okay, so this next question is podcast related. So, and it's both of you have to answer for Jacob. Um, so,
Oh, I know.
but we're not going to let you know if it's right or not before you answer. So Chelsea, what is Jacob's most disliked MCU show?
Echo.
And Danielle,
I would also say Echo because I was with him while he watched it, and I also felt the same.
I feel like you probably also heard him while he was doing the podcast.
I did. I
he
didn't
got
see. That's
he
the
got
thing. I
pretty
don't always have to
passionate.
tune in to watch the episodes because Jacob is so loud that I hear the episode from our living room.
She's a live viewer.
He got really, really passionate about his hatred for that one.
oh, it's
so-
my favorite podcast by far so far.
And the thing is,
I've
I'm
sent it
gonna
to
agree
everyone.
with that 1,000,000% because it was horrendous. But
this isn't a trash on Echo show.
Yeah, I think every show we do from now on should be a trash on
I'm
Echo
sorry.
show. So let's get into it.
No.
Echo.
That'll
I
be
will
our
say,
outro from now on.
I
It's like,
did-
Yeah.
just remember, Echo was trash.
Echo's- yeah, it's a
I
terrible
did
show.
listen to that particular podcast while I was washing dishes one day, and I did find myself scrubbing extra hard whenever Jake was talking because I was feeding off of his passionate
anger.
hatred for the
Yep.
show.
That's
So
the
my
power of
dishes
the
got
dark side.
super clean that day.
Yep, that's the power of the dark side.
I will say it encouraged me to want to learn sign language. I'm not even
Yeah.
lying.
No. That's awesome.
All right, I was at the crickets. It got so quiet.
Yeah, thanks for that information, Danielle.
No one asked for that.
Now, we have a bonus question
Oh,
because
no.
it's been mentioned, but we don't know. Chelsea, do you know what my most disliked MCU show is? This is not for any extra points.
I know which one you were the most disappointed by, I think.
What is that?
Well,
I
this
think
one
you
should
were
definitely
most
be for points because
disappointed.
I think Danielle's up by 1, right?
Well, I don't want to give her an unfair advantage.
Oh, I don't think that's unfair.
I don't care.
Yeah, let Danielle have to guess yours too. Let's see if she can get lucky with a shot in the dark. Let's see if
Okay.
she knows you enough to pick your least favorite.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So she goes first
You
or
go.
me?
You go first, and then she'll.
I mean, I went first for Jake.
Okay, Danielle. You go
Yeah,
first.
Danielle can go first. What would you say Zane's least favorite Marvel show is, based off what you know about Zane and what Marvel shows there are?
I'm trying to think of what Marvel shows there are. WandaVision. But I think you liked that one. I literally don't even know what Marvel shows there are. I'm a fake fan.
Fake fan. Well, I mean,
I can't get multiple choice.
huh? All right. Let's.
Zane, why don't you pick
Yes.
5?
I'll give you.
Say,
I'll give you a
name
multiple
5
choice.
Marvel shows, and they have to pick between those 5.
Okay. Let me just pull up
While you
my
sit there and
movie
think
list
Can
about
you
real
look
it.
quick.
them up? I'll look up.
No. I got it right here.
While you guys,
It's right here.
While you guys sit
Here
there
we
and
go.
think about it,
We got okay.
Echo is the.
Can I look
This
at it?
isn't ranked. This is just all right. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, Secret Invasion, and She-Hulk Attorney at Law. Out of those, which is my least favorite?
Say them again.
Me first, right?
Yeah, you're up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say She-Hulk.
She-Hulk. Okay. Chelsea. Then the list was Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, She-Hulk Attorney at Law, and Secret Invasion.
Okay, well, 4 of those were the options that I had. I think I know which one you were the most let down by, but that's not what you're asking. Ooh. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion?
I
Final answer.
I know that you really disliked that one and were very disappointed. disappointed by it. So I'm gonna say Secret.
Secret Invasion?
I think
Lock it in?
so. Sure.
All right. That is incorrect. Danielle, you are correct. It was She-Hulk.
Look
I
at that.
I absolutely despise She-Hulk.
I knew it
Well,
was
Chelsea,
gonna
if it
be
makes you
one.
feel any better, I totally would have said Zane's least favorite was Secret Invasion too.
I thought he said
Yeah,
that in a podcast one time.
I said
honestly,
it's not in that podcast. I did say it is not as bad as She-Hulk.
Oh, okay.
I said it is better.
I would have said the same thing, Chelsea. So when
Well,
he
that makes
said
me
that,
feel a
or
little
when you
better.
said that, I looked at Danielle and I was like, I think that's it.
Ah, man. That's all right. Danielle pulling 2 ahead now. The bonus question hurt.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 ahead. Oh, she's 3 ahead.
I'm not sure.
That's okay. All right. Here we go.
Really rubbing it in there.
That's okay.
God. He's looking me like dead in the eyes, like, wow, she's 3 ahead. You really
She is
sucking tonight,
3
Chelsea.
ahead,
Gosh,
Chelsea.
do you like me at all?
Yeah. No, that's okay. No issues at all. All right, Chelsea. Redemption time. What's my favorite Marvel show? Loki. No, that's it.
Okay.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Without a doubt, Loki is my favorite Marvel show. Very much
If
passionate
I got
about,
that one wrong, then you had a right to be mad.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be mad about it.
I know, but I'm just saying that one's.
I did love that one, especially since I have like 17 of the Funko Pops of
You-
Loki. Yeah,
Okay.
really good. All right, Danielle, Jacob's favorite,
Also Loki.
also Loki.
Yep.
Jacob, jury says.
Yeah, that would be true.
That would be true. Yeah,
Yeah.
I honestly didn't know if that was going to be a Moon Knight one for you.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
it's Moon Knight's good. It's just not like as much as I love Moon Knight as a hero. It's just not even close
Yeah.
to the level of what the Loki show is.
Moon Knight acting was amazing.
Yeah, I would say the acting in Moon Knight is on par. The story's just not on par with the Loki story.
That's right. Yeah, I would agree with all that.
Mm-hmm.
And that you all know my thoughts on the final episode. Oh, sadness. But moving forward, and we're gonna actually dial this question back a little bit, so it's a little easier for Jacob and for Danielle to know. But
For Jake.
yeah, well, Jacob, I don't know if he would know
Oh.
the answer to this if phrased differently. But Danielle, what is Jacob's favorite live action Star Wars show?
Oh. Live action. It's either wait, are there only 2? No. Mandalorian and/or I'm trying to
Ahsoka,
think.
Boba Fett.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Jacob,
I know it's not Boba
what
Fett.
else is there?
I like the Boba Fett show. I didn't hate it.
This
Oh,
is
no
really
secrets.
hard.
No hints.
I'm gonna. I feel like the last season of Mandalorian he did not like that much, or the last couple episodes of the No, was that Boba Fett?
I can't give any hints.
Oh man. I'm gonna go with my favorite. Maybe was Andor.
Okay. Jacob?
So
Is that true?
That's a tough question because when Ahsoka came out, I was ready to say it was Ahsoka. And in that podcast, when we talked about the finale of Ahsoka and we ranked like our live action shows, I put Ahsoka at 1. And then Zane kind of pulled me back and reminded me of how good Andor is. So I don't. It's either that or Andor, Ahsoka or Andor for me. We could do like a half a point because I still really love Ahsoka, but I think probably Ahsoka. I still think maybe that might be my favorite show.
All right, so
Yeah,
you're saying Ahsoka.
I think so. Just what that show like, man. But now I'm thinking like Andor. Yeah, I don't know, dude. That one's tough.
I will say in the podcast you did say you're right. Andor is number 1.
Yeah, it is so good, and I keep seeing clips of it because they just wrapped the filming for Andor season 2, and I keep seeing clips of like season 1, and dude, it's just another. It's like Loki of Marvel. It's just another level.
I love it.
All right. So did she get it right or no? That is the question.
Yeah, I would say so. Andor's
Okay.
so good.
All right, another tally for Danielle. Now
It makes me feel better that you did remind me that I did officially agree with you that Andor was better. So
well, yeah, I do feel bad for Chelsea now. Chelsea won. That is kind of why.
I feel really good about this one now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I feel really.
I feel bad. Feel bad. It seems
it's
a
the
little
Obi-Wan
unfair.
Kenobi show, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Obi-Wan Kenobi was this also available.
Actually going to say Andor just because you always said like it was good enough that you thought I would like
Right. We do need to watch that because you would like it.
it. So that was what I was gonna say myself.
Is that your answer? You're locking in?
Yes.
Okay, that's correct.
I'll
Surprise! Actually, it was Boba Fett. That's my favorite. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
I can't even joke about that. That's horrible. All right. Now, back to the Valentine's Day theme. We're gonna finish out the podcast strong with Valentine's Day. What is my favorite rom-com, Chelsea?
Oh, I don't know because today you told me that I would be surprised by it. So I do not know. I mean, I literally have no idea. I know that years ago when we were still dating, you bought me How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, which is a really good one.
That's solid.
So I guess that's my guess, but I genuinely don't know.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days is not.
Okay.
But that's a great guess. Matthew McConaughey.
Mhm.
But it's actually 50 First Dates with
Oh,
Adam Sandler and Drew
That's a good
Barrymore.
we
one.
haven't watched that one in like years.
It's been a
I mean,
while.
like probably like 8 years.
We've watched it since we were married.
Well, shocker, I
can
don't
see
remember
Jacob
that.
actually liking that one.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. It's great. And I love the heart behind it.
Okay.
It's a good story. All right. Jacob, Danielle. Danielle, what's Jacob's favorite rom-com?
I legit have no idea because I don't even know if he's ever watched one in his life.
You've never made
I
him
mean,
watch a rom-com?
I try to get Jacob to watch shows and stuff with me, but like it doesn't happen.
That's
the truth
awesome.
comes out.
Listen, so I have a movie in my mind right now, but I don't think anyone would classify it as a rom-com.
Okay, well then I'm
No.
gonna guess it because there's
Weekend at Bernie's.
Hold on. Let me make sure I have the name of it right. I'm not gonna let. I'm looking it up right now. I'm not letting.
I'm gonna say one. It's not. It's comedy. Can we? I would say Jacob has cackled at Grown Ups, but I don't think that's a rom com.
I would not classify Grown Ups as a rom-com, but if Jacob does,
But-
then I guess you could be
But, like,
correct.
that's his
I
fault.
do not classify that as
I
a
know, but that's
rom-com.
as close as we're getting for him.
So
No, hold
is
on.
Grown Ups
Let
your answer?
Let me look. I'm trying to find this movie real quick, and because I don't think it's considered one, but I mean it does have. Where's it at? I can't find it.
Yeah, do you see what I have to deal with?
Hold on. I'm gonna find it. It's coming up here. Man. Okay. I don't think this is considered a rom-com, but no, you can't look. But it does have, like, that's kind of the part of the movie is Mr. Deeds.
Okay, Mr.
Which you can.
Deeds.
That's a little close. That's definitely closer than.
I mean, I would actually very much consider that a rom-com.
Yeah. See, I do have one.
I've never even heard of that movie.
No. I put it on one time, and Danielle was so like she did not think it was funny at all. It's that
Oh,
Adam
snap.
Sandler movie I put on, and you hated it.
Wait, the one where he's like young, like he fails.
He's like a young guy, and he gets all that money.
Oh no, I don't think we're thinking. Let me see.
I don't think you remember this. You're not going to remember this at all.
That's okay.
Remember?
Oh yeah, no, I have no idea.
She did not like this.
Now,
But you would consider that one a rom com, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's
Yeah,
focused
so
on his relationship with man, what is her
yeah,
name?
I don't
Anyway, the
remember her name
reporter.
either.
The reporter is that's the heart of the
Yeah,
story is him
yeah,
finding
yeah.
love. Um,
I
so
mean, the
yes.
most romance we're getting from Jacob is like Forrest Gump.
Now, now I would not consider like Big Daddy. Big Daddy is not a rom com; it's a comedy.
Yeah, yeah,
But Mr. Deeds, I could consider a romantic comedy.
yeah. That's how I would say mine is. Oh, you didn't get it right. Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Neither of them did. All right, redemption time, Danielle. What is Jacob's favorite chick flick?
Do you have one?
I can't say anything.
You have to tell me if you have
No,
one.
I can't give you any hints right now.
Favorite chick flick. I literally have no idea.
And all right, we're gonna give about 5 seconds to think. You gotta lock one in.
I don't even know. You can skip me.
All right. So is your answer? I don't know.
Yeah,
All
it
right,
is.
Jacob.
Dude, when you sent that earlier, I even messaged you. I don't think I've ever watched what any like a movie that you would consider a chick flick.
There you go, Danielle. You nailed it. You don't know, neither does
Serious?
Jacob.
Well,
So that was the correct answer.
Dude,
A shot in the
you
dark.
should have seen the gears in her mind turning while she was trying to
Yeah.
think of what one would have been.
Man, Willie like came in to comfort her. She's like, "Mom, are
Yeah,
you
don't
okay?"
stress. Yeah, don't stress about it.
oh my word.
That's awesome. Congrats, Chelsea. The pressure on for final
I
question.
mean, it's not a whole lot of pressure. I'm definitely.
It's
I'm
a lot of
definitely
pressure.
going. But I am going to say you like chick flicks a lot,
I do.
so this is a hard one. But I think that your favorite is the vow.
The vow.
I think
Are
So
you serious?
I absolutely adore the vow. It is incredible, but About Time is my favorite.
man.
About time?
About Time is my favorite chick flick, but The Vow is my second favorite, for sure.
The vow's too sad for me.
It is very sad.
Man, what the lengths that a man will do, um, to make women happy is The
See,
Vow. You know, it's
that's
just
exactly
Jacob
why
won't even watch a movie with me.
that's why I don't watch like these movies, right? Because you just said it is so sad. It's the same thing with horror movies. I don't want to watch a movie that's going to make me sad, and I don't want to watch something that's going to make me scared. So
and so that's why Jacob can like Infinity War because he loves Thanos. Um, but I mean, I love movies that can invoke emotion, and tell a great story, and also like that you can put yourself in the place. I think that's one of the reasons we love comic book movies so much is because we like to see ourselves, um, put ourselves in those places and see ourselves go that way. And chick flicks. I'm a hopeless romantic sometimes. Um, I always thought of myself that way. In high school, but I always love to be like, oh man, I would definitely do that. And the vow is one of those things. Like, man, if Chelsea lost her memory and forgot who I was and fell in love with another dude, I would still try my hardest to win her
I
back.
can 100% see Zane doing everything that um Channing Tatum's character did in The Vow to try to get me back. So
Yeah,
that's why I thought it was.
it is. It is. It is definitely there. But I think the message of About Time is better.
Man, 14 years. And I don't know very much about your entertainment preferences.
That's okay.
Wow.
It's okay. You don't remember them, but I do. So that's okay.
well, I'd hope so. She
Danielle.
can take some mental notes for next year.
Yeah.
Well, for so much for this short episode of the Weekly Fix. We're an hour and 9 minutes
Listen.
in. Guys,
You get me and Danielle in here. We're going to chat.
that's okay. That's what it's about. So that is why we started it. And I've had a absolute blast. Danielle, you swept up. You almost had a perfect run, missing only one. Not knowing Mr. Deeds was the downfall. But
Yeah, I
that's
didn't even know that movie existed.
that's okay. It's a great Adam Sandler
It is
film.
a really good movie.
I can recommend.
I actually kind of remember that one.
My favorite thing that we've ever done during a Valentine's Day season was we went a full week before Valentine's Day, and each night we watched a romantic comedy or
We
chick flick.
we did do that, but also by the time Valentine's Day got here, I had a horrendous dream. I don't remember what the dream was about, but it was like 100% linked to watching so many
Oh yeah,
chick flick movies. So, yeah, just beware.
yeah. It
It
was
Was it
was
one of
fun.
those?
fun, but yeah, I
Was it
had
one of
a
those dreams, Chelsea, where you were mad at Zane and Zane didn't know why you were mad at him for like a week?
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It was probably one of those where I was like, she woke up and she was completely mad at me and no clue
Yep.
why, but
Yep.
No, I think it was like a sad one.
oh, sad one.
Like you
Like I died.
yeah, like you died or something.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
That's a common theme
I mean,
in
yeah, it somehow it
in
is. Well, I think it was also like the night after we watched that movie Me Before You,
Me
which
Before You.
which
That's a
is
toughie.
a tough one. And I think that that was the night that I had that dream. But anyway.
Yeah, I went to Switzerland and committed suicide.
Well, that's okay. Guys, thank you
On
so
that
much.
note,
On that note, with Chelsea's dream excursions, compared to chick flicks, guys, thanks so much for joining us here on the Weekly Fix. It's been a fun, unique episode. If you want more content like this, let us know. We're gonna link all the ways to contact us in the description. No timestamps this week as it's all on theme. Um, you can find Jacob at Jar Store Emporium and all the other places. All the good stuff is down below. Girls, thanks so much for joining us. It's been awesome. I've had a blast. I hope you guys have too. And we'll catch you next time on Weekly Fix.